Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. In today's video we're going to take a look at the WE Knives Model 702, and this is a new offering from WE Knives. It hasn't quite been released yet, but it is coming up in the next few weeks here, so we are pretty close. So what's really cool about this piece from WE Knives is this is the first integral construction that they have done, and I've been really excited for this piece to come out. Big fan of integral knives. So we'll go through the normal format, specs, overall impressions, details. I do have a few other integrals handy as far as kind of, I don't know, I guess size comparison. So, my affinity with integral knives is really just the complexity and the difficulty of execution of an integral knife. They do require more work. They definitely require more design and more planning to be able to mill out the entire center section of the knife and then do the contouring and the machine work on the outside instead of cutting out one slab at a time and then connecting the pieces. So I don't necessarily think that they're better. I think in the application that 99% of us use our knives in, we won't really notice a difference in terms of kind of the structural integrity or the benefits of an integral over a two-piece handle construction. Anyhow, as far as the specs go, since they have not been released anywhere else yet, this is a 3.75 inch blade as far as the cutting edge goes. The handle length is about 5 inches here. The handle thickness is 0.57 inches, and the width is pretty much an inch all the way down. The flipper tab here, it does increase to 1.27 inches, so really slender knife. Fairly thin too at 0.57 inches. It is fully contoured, so the middle section here is the widest portion. Blade steel, they are using M390 now, so nice upgrade over the S35, although again the majority of us will not be pushing these knives to their performance limits, or the steel that is. And another interesting thing about this knife is the manufacturer suggested retail price, MSRP, is only going to be $350 on this integral construction knife with M390 steel. So pretty solid offering. Here we are against another production integral from Custom Knife Factory, the Tegral, and then a custom from Craig Brown of Brown Knives. So a couple different size comparisons. I did have the Spyderco of Nirvana as well, but I did prefer the Tegral to the Nirvana, so I did let the Nirvana go. Anyhow, let's get up close and take a little bit more detailed look at this particular piece. Okay, so M390 blade steel with a bead blast, high height flat grind with an attractive swedge up top, and just a very clean appearance. No markings on the blade aside from M390 on the flipper tab, so they did a really good job of keeping this clean, and instead opt for branding on the custom pivot, which again I do prefer. Some nice jimping up top. Let's see if we can focus here. It's a short run, but it is very functional. But it is, again, a short run. You have to get your thumb on it just right, and it grips pretty well. So some nice machining on the blade that transitions into the jimping on the knife. So yeah, jimping on the flipper tab. The flipper tab is right in line or ahead of the pivot, and so you do get a lot of traction on it, and it flips really, really well. Ceramic bearing, ceramic detent ball, really smooth. So, the custom pivot, of course, with the proprietary hardware. Now, one thing that I thought was really interesting on this one is the way that they integrated, the stop pin and the bearings into the pivot area here. So as you can see, there is an insert that's held down by the pivot. So you can see the insert goes from all the way down here all the way across, and what that does is that basically gives a place where you can insert the stop pin into the back of the handle. A couple of different knives accomplish it different ways. The Tegral here, these inlays actually hide the, the stop pin insert right there. So the Nirvana, they basically insert it from the side and then ground it so down so clean you couldn't even see the insert point. So really interesting how they accomplish this one. So pretty cool. Alright, there is a stainless steel lock insert which is attached from the outside of the lock bar, and that gives them a point where they can put in a screw and hold it hold it in place. So yeah. Okay, another look at the action. And then let's take a look at all the machine work on the handles. So contoured, fully contoured with I don't know, some mill work here in the center with 3 holes, nice visual detail. They did leave some of the mill lines on the handle, which does offer a fair bit of traction, definitely helps. And the blade does seat pretty much fully in the handle here, so again, that really slim, essentially 1 inch width all the way down here. Here's the back. Been machined nice and smooth, nice and clean. Again, they've got some ups and some downs. I mean, this knife has a ton of mill work in it. They did a lanyard hole that is integrated into the butt of the knife. So, pretty neat. The cutouts here on the lock bar are kind of that fin or that gill pattern, which I really like. The pocket clip has 1 screw, hold down point, very firm, no movement. So again, it's seated well. They've done a good job on all their models so far. Centering is perfect. The blade is fully encased, so there's no way to cut yourself. And then the lockup is about 50%, so rock solid, no play. Anyhow, really cool knife. I don't know, again, I'm just a really big fan of the integral construction. Some size comparisons with the Custom Knife Factory Tegral. And different ways that they executed the lanyard hole. But, yeah, WE's been doing an excellent job. Now this is the model 702, and the way that the numbering system works is in 2016 they had the 600 series, in 2017 they have the 700 series, and this is model 702 because it was the second model released, or is going to be the second model released or designed for 2017. So that's the naming system there. Okay, so I've carried this one for a couple weeks now, probably about 3. Carries really, really well. Ergonomics are exceptional. Kind of a thin profile, but contoured. Fits the hand very, very well. So lots of traction with the milling and essentially the way that it's shaped. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed taking a look at this particular piece. I'm quite happy with the way that it turned out, and really like all the details on it. So, yeah, should be hitting retailers soon. And again, the MSRP is $350. So I don't know if street price, if it's going to be $350 or potentially a little bit less. We'll have to wait and see. But thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, more videos to come. More custom, more production. I've got a lot of videos I need to get done, so take care.